Plant in the garden that we need to feature is the Camachile tree. Yes, maybe you are not imagining that in this small garden there is this Camachile tree. This is also a fruit, and there are a lot of benefits of this. You can research on Google the benefits of Camachile, but in here actually this Camachile tree is very vibrant before, and it has a lot of foliage and branches, but it seems that the root system of the Camachile damaged the wall. See, it damaged the wall in here, and it contributed to the cracking of the wall, and this might be the reason why our neighbor cut a portion of this. I think this was the one. See, it has a huge body. Yeah, it has a huge body. Then our neighbor cut it, and that's the reason why only one is thriving right now, this one, and only a portion of it is actually growing, because this portion we try to control, so we will not allow it to even reach the other wall of the neighbors, or else they are going to be angry at us. So we are maintaining in this. That is why right now we are planning to cut this and position this as like a good plant for landscaping at the entrance, because this serves as the entrance of our garden. So this is where you can see the preview of the garden. You really have to go through this. As another aside from we are getting fruit from this, another benefits of this is that it is where the other parts of the vines of the squash climbed on. It supports the squash, but I don't know up until this time that even though the vines are getting mature, still it didn't give us the desirable fruit that we are expecting. So we will not expect that much, but we are expecting really. It grows so tall. In fact, it reaches already the summit of the villa where we are staying. Yes, another one is that we bent this in last month time, and we serve this as a support to the growing leaves and vines of rock melon and also the watermelon. So right now it is where the rock melon and also the watermelon climb on, and it seems that, as you can see, it is strong. Yeah, it is strong, because we also establish some kind of pole. Yeah. Surprisingly, when our neighbor cut this, we also utilize some of its body and branches, you know, to serve as our pole and a support system for our squash. But as you can see, this is not a good type of support or pole, because they have been eaten by insects, and right now it gets decayed gradually, and perhaps in a month time this is going to be broken. However, you will be surprised at the base because we are watering this on a daily basis. You can see in here some growth, so it is growing. So I am planning that I will take care of this so that there is a permanent Camachile in here. Yes, and a lot of growth I am seeing in each and every pole that we planted. So only the upper portion get decayed, and then the base itself is growing. And in fact, there are a lot of sprouts of Camachile growing from one pole only. It's so surprising. Another one in here you can see. Oh, yes, it is growing. Yet, at top of it, you can see holes wherein the insects are actually eating the flesh of this Camachile. But right now, I think this is still strong because this is very huge. This is very huge one. Another one in here. Yeah, a lot of sprouts of Camachile growing, and yeah, it is growing. Well, if you're going to keep this at the entrance, it sometimes protect your plantation because it has thorns in it. See, there are thorns in it, and it's getting sharp from time to time as they mature. And when you get wounded from this, it's really very painful. You can see my legs in here. Yeah, there are scratches. This, I believe, from the Camachile thorns. Let's also see the other parts in here, if we could see some kind of sprouts. Yeah, there is also another sprout of, yeah, Camachile here. Yeah, so it is growing. It's growing. Another sprout in here. So in this edge, there is already a growing number of sprouts from Camachile. So if we are going to establish like a permanent structure, a live permanent structure, a pole, so we will be able to continue our planting session in here, because there are a lot of support system already, that whenever we allow the squash to grow, yeah, and we are going to be supported. Like this one, this squash is suspended, it is hanging, and Camachile branches helps to support this one. This is good. Another sprout of Camachile in here. Voila, it is growing. And I think the last one to be featured in here, yeah, it redeemed its time, because I didn't see this Camachile sprouting before, but right now I saw it is sprouting. Very good, very good. I like that. I like that.